All right, guys, back at it again, working on these man hours. And this one, I'm going to show you how to pull your timesheet. Now, this timesheet is the one where you're going to go in and you can view detailed information on hours that's captured, the work orders they were captured on, and what days they were captured. You can also put in your indirect hours and non-productive hours individually. This is for things like appointments, absence, things like that that can't go into scheduling when you're creating your schedule. So this is kind of a lengthy process, so you'll have to figure out the easiest way for you to do it. For instance, today I was updating all of the guys or soldiers in my team with their appointments, and I was having to go in individually versus putting all of their personnel numbers in. I just put in the individual personnel numbers. So there's a couple of different ways that you can run this program, and I'm going to show you where to put those things in, and then we'll go in and add some non-productive time, indirect time, and show you how the layout works. So let's go ahead and get on the computer. All right, so we're going to go in and look at a timesheet. This is CAT2, so CAT2. Once you come in, the first thing you need to do is click on personnel selection, and at this point you will have to make at least two determinations. You want to choose the period in which you're going to put the work with, either today, current month, current year, whatever it is. I typically like to work with at least a month. I mean, if you're working with a week, that might make it easier, less stressful, but a current month works. So we're going to click on the month. And then I'm going to put in a personnel number. And then I'm going to execute, and it'll bring me back. From here, you need to highlight the row with the person's name on it, and then you'll go up and click the pencil. Once it comes up, you'll see that I have some hours here. So this is all my direct labor. Direct labor you cannot make changes to at this point. All you can do is view what it was for. So it tells you what was going on, receiver order. So this is the work order that it went against. It gives you a total of the hours. Then you can use this little scroll over to see when you captured those hours. So like in the video previous, I put in 1 hour for the 10th, and then I had tested and then showed you how to add another hour, and those were both for the 14th. So you can see those hours here. Now, when you need to add indirect or non-productive time, you're going to click on indirect non-productive, this little area right here, and then go up and hit the add insert row. Once you do that, you'll click on the one that has the A/A, and you will choose what that person did. So they either did management, maintenance admin, equipment operations, support operations, overtime, maintenance technical training. This would be for like low density training on Thursdays or whatever days you do leader's time, sergeant's time, whatever time training you call it. Lag time, that's what I consider as your soldiers are standing around twiddling their thumbs. Then you have military duties like staff duty, CQ, things of that nature, TDY for schools, or other. Now when it comes to TDY, you could probably just schedule that in. It would probably be a lot easier versus this one. So I'm going to choose the first one for maintenance management, and I'm going to click off. The only other option would be to make this a little bit bigger, but you want to click on this little box right next to it, and then you're going to give it some kind of reason. Sometimes it won't give you an option to choose a reason, so you can see here it didn't give me an option. So I'm going to go back in and show you another one that gives you an option. So now I'm going to click on other. Click off of it so I can pull it up. And you'll see it gives me a few different options when it comes to other. So you've got administrative leave, leave without pay, AWOL, personal affairs, medical absence. And this is the one I use for when the soldiers are going to appointments, things of that nature. And all of this just helps you, one, show what's going on with your soldiers, as well as show them that, hey, you might need to look at what you're doing here. So we'll go back in. Since this is myself, I'm going to go back in here and put in maintenance management, and it will stay the same here because it's the same one. And since we have the first of the month, we'll go back to the first day of the month. We'll go back to the first day of the month. So the first day right here, it allots me 8 hours. I cannot put more than 8 hours. That's where the scheduling comes in. As you can see, Sunday and Saturday, you don't have an option to add any hours because they're already zeroed out. It in the schedule is already an off day, so you can't put anything. So I want to go here to 8, 8, 8, and you're just going to go over here and put those times in that you had for work. Once you're done with that, then you'll just save it. And then you can go back in. So we'll go back in and verify that what we just put in was saved. As you can see, those times are still in there, and we are good to go. All right, so as you can see, this is a very tedious and time-consuming task, but it is a very good task to do. I would put this on a number 3. So your first most important part is to make sure that you're capturing those direct hours against the work orders and that they're getting an adequate amount of hours or the correct amount of hours. Preferably what the MAC chart allows or more if it takes them longer. Then is to make sure that your schedule is up. That will be number 2. Make sure that your schedule is accurate and updated so that you're not trying to compete against a lot of hours that you don't already have. And then this will be number 3, and that's to capture the non-productive time or the indirect time to show that, hey, we had this person on duty way too many times, or this person has been absent from work too many times for personal reasons, and it kind of like it all balances itself out. So if you have anything else towards this one, just leave the comments down below. If there's enough there, then I'll go back and update the video or just make another one for it. If you got any comments or questions on this T-code or this video, please leave those below as well. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, give me a shout out in the comments below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.